Hey guys, hope you're well. When I was growing up in China, there's always been a lot of how do you call that business? I don't want to say the word, but some people call it pay for play. Um, can't think of a word for it. Let's just have pay for play, right? So there's a lot of it. In fact, in the city of Dongguan, I don't know if you guys know, if you've been to China or Hong Kong. There's a city near Hong Kong that was maybe about an hour drive from Hong Kong called Dongguan, and there was a city that's very big. It was full of this business, right? So um, this was what back in the 80s in China. Back then it wasn't really there was not much regulation. It was like the Wild West, really. I've never been there, but I heard it was a huge thing. Like a lot of people from Hong Kong, they would go up for the weekend, and they were, when in the West, you don't really have that kind of thing, right? Also, it's like pretty much looked down upon. I would say that business pay for play. Um, so I remember I was once with a friend, and we were just casually talking, and we just like we went to some of the bars. There were some working girls. I think they were from Russia or something. They were there, and then my friend, this guy, he's actually originally from Russia, but he grew up in UK, and he was like, "Oh, look at those chicks!" Like he had this guy, like he had a expression of disdain for those girls, like, and also the men who go for them. It's like, "Oh, you can't get a real woman. You can't get a girlfriend. That's why you're going to these working girls, right?" He looks down upon them. He looks down upon the men as well as the girls. A lot of people, I would think, is against it. Or despise it. I'm not sure what the Bible says about these things, but it's maybe the Bible says that these girls, or these working girls, and this business is not a good one, right? And I would say, most Western society are based on Christianity, right? One interesting thing about this business is that a lot of the men, right? A lot of the Western men, they go to places like Thailand or Philippines, where it's pretty much everywhere. It's rampant, you know. Um, if you go to places like Pattaya, this city in Thailand, where the whole city is built on, I don't want to say that word, pay for play. So whether it's the go-go bars, you have massages, you have just even girls just standing on the beach road. Um, so it's pretty much everywhere, and it's out in the open. Contrary to China, where it's actually pretty hidden back in the days, somewhere in a karaoke bar, indoor, inside, and it's hidden somewhere. And then there was a lot of crackdown in Dongguan. Now if you go to Dongguan, all this stuff has disappeared, but it's still very, very rampant in Thailand, in the Philippines, as well. Angeles City is a big one. What's my personal opinion? Well, I'm not, I don't mind people doing that kind of thing, but I don't really like it. Um, let's say, for example, if, like, say, my hometown, Shanghai, right? If everybody is coming, all the foreign farans, right? The foreign white guys coming to Shanghai, and they're coming for this pay for play, and there's bars everywhere. I wouldn't happy if my hometown turned into like that, because it's disgraceful, right? Um, but the thing is, foreigner, they go to Thailand, and then they go like they do that, and then basically it's because this is what you can't get in the West, right? But today the sorry to babble on, but just want to get a bit of context to what I'm trying to say. But the reason why pay for play is so rampant in places like Thailand is that people are less um, likely to voice their bad opinion of others, right? So what I mean by that, like everybody know pay for play is this is bad, is despicable, right? Whatever may call it. It's one of the sins, I believe, in Christianity, and so the difference between places like Thailand is that they have a sense of like how do you say it? Maybe not call it respect, but the sense of like you can't say bad things about other people, right? Like say for example, right? So if someone gonna public place and they say some bad thing about me or bad thing about some other person, right? Um, the police aren't gonna do anything about it unless it's like real harassment, unless the guy is like following me and like interfering in my life and all that. Then the police aren't gonna do anything about it. And there's also in places like Thailand and other countries, there is basically hidden unspoken rule that you can't say bad things about other people, right? If it's a bad thing, then you need to kind of handle. If you really are having conflict with a person, you need to do it in a certain way, right? You can't just insult the guy. And in Thailand, they have this law called what's it called? The some kind of law, the defamation law, right? You can't defamate someone else, otherwise he can take you to court. He can not only take you to court, the police can arrest you. In the West, police aren't gonna do that. And they say it's freedom of speech, right? You can say whatever you want. But in Asian cultures, you really can't say much bad about the other person. I don't know if it's it's also like it's more strict in certain countries like Thailand and less strict in others. So what does that mean? That means like it gives people more free environment, right? People if people can't just say, oh, you're doing this pay for pay business, you are a bad person. You can't say like that. You can't say like that, right? Even though they might think like that, but you can't say that out in public. So there's a sort of a law that protects, unspoken rule also protects the girl from doing that, right? So of course, let's say from two sides, right? Who wouldn't want to do that business? I would think the main thing is that the the men they will always be men who want to pay for that thing, right? But would there be enough women? That's the thing. So that's my take. Let me know what you guys think. Some people think, oh, it's a poverty. Yes, sometimes it is. Poverty is just one aspect of it. I would say a lot of places are poor, right? Like if you go to like Shanxi province in China, it's poor, but you don't have pay for play. You don't have that much of a scene. So poverty is a part of it, which is part of the environment, but I wouldn't think it's all of it. Let's say, for example, I would think like Balkans, right? Balkans, parts of Eastern Europe are quite maybe not Romania, but let's say like Albania, right? Albania, I don't see men going to Albania for that. I don't see. I mean, I haven't been to Albania, but you see what I mean. It's not only poverty, so yeah, that's it. Let me know what you guys think.